After many years of living here in Italy, finally I got a chance to visit the southern part of this beautiful country. I was in Sicily, Palermo, and crossed to the Calabria. This journey starts early in the morning when I have to take the train to Malpensa airport. This Malpensa Express leaves every 30 minutes from Centrale, and it took around 55 minutes to get from the center of the city in Milan directly to the airport in Malpensa. And it will cost you around 13 euro per trip. I hope you don't mind. This episode will sound a little bit like a travel video, minus me talking to the vlog style talking head. My flight from Malpensa Airport in Milan to Falcone Borsellino Airport in Palermo took around 1 hour and 25 minutes. I flew with budget airlines, Ryanair. Honestly, there's nothing to write home about. It's just a flight taking me from A to B. It cost 48 euro. That includes the extra 2 cabin bags. Then we continue the trip in Palermo by car. We're driving along the mountainside of the Palermo, hoping to get a better view of the city. Arguably, the Ricoh GR is the better option for me to take on travel. Compact, pocketable, with its larger APS-C sensor, 28mm lens, and snap focus that can be easily set to infinity, makes it even more appealing to take on travel. But I decided to take my Leica M8 on this trip, of course with the backup of my phone camera. I have my Sony Xperia 1 Mark II, which now I'm using to record this video. And the following day we take a road trip crossing from Messina to Reggio Calabria, taking the ferry. It's about 30 minutes crossing, and I think it cost for one car with a maximum of 5 person around 35 euro. The reason being I'm not bringing my Ricoh GR because last year on my previous summer holiday I already took my Ricoh GR on a vacation to Rome, and I made a whole video about it. Reasons why I think the Ricoh GR is a perfect camera for travel photography. If you haven't watched the video, I will leave the link down on the description below or somewhere on top of the screen. I was more intrigued on having my Leica M8 for traveling with my 7 Artisans 35mm and the habit of mine, which somehow I took most of my pictures in vertical portrait rather than landscape. So, will I make it on this trip, taking some travel photography with my Leica M8? Do let me know down in the comment what do you think. As a backup, I took pictures also with my phones. At the moment, I'm using my Sony Xperia 1 Mark II with 3 multiple lenses, and surely the setting will fill in the limitation of Leica M8. Quick bits on the Xperia 1 Mark II. It has a triple camera. The super wide is equivalent to 16mm, and the wide lens it's equivalent of 24mm, and it also has 70mm equivalent telephoto lens. It even came with a preloaded Photo Pro app from Sony, which allows us to control a lot of manual settings on the camera except the aperture. But then with my lazy brain, I didn't bother to use that Photo Pro app. Instead, I'm taking all the pictures and the video using the normal camera app. And I must say the most brilliant feature on this Xperia 1 is it has the dedicated camera button, a dedicated shutter button, which even has a half-pressed function for us to control the focusing. And I think it's a brilliant feature to have this dedicated camera shutter button, and I'm hoping there's more phone equipped with this dedicated camera button. Now back with the Leica M8. For setting, in the daytime, I left my aperture closed to f8 and just do some zone focusing. Also trying to improve my muscle memory by remembering the position of the focus tab. This way I can easily switch between zone focus on infinity, or if I found something interesting closer to me, I can quickly swipe my focus and set the focus closer. A different story when it comes to nighttime. I will have to set my aperture wide open at f2.8 and set the ISO all the way to 1250. Then accept whatever grains that Leica M8 throws at my pictures. So would I recommend bringing Leica M8 on traveling? If you have one, bring it. If you have other cameras, forget about it. Just bring your other camera. And I hope you enjoyed this silly video, travel vlog-like kind of video. I will leave you with a small portion at the end of this video with some of the pictures I've taken along the way. I hope you like it. Like and subscribe. And saya Ibnu Fajar, signing off. And I will see you again on the next one. Ciao!